Greetings and salutations, to all nation. You know it's your favorite Jamaican, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rastafari, soldier here of Deep Roots TV. And you hear the tune, what says La Kalonji, a burn. And I choose that tune to lively up myself, because I don't want to be no dread. And you heard what he said. Stop violating the youths, them with the violence. And we're talking about the government of my island, Jamaica. Because the Prime Minister has issued a SOE, that's a state of public emergency in the entire geographical area of the parishes of Clarendon, the only Don, and in St. James. And I man just roll in to tell you the truth from Galtigo Bay. Me and my general, the transporter Richie, you know say anything with tear with stitchy. So, the boy them catch me in a little spot check up in a Galtigo Bay. And I man did have I man, M16 out, which is my shooting device, which is my camera. So before I man go into the whole news report here, I want to see what really I go on the street. And I want to tell me if Andrew Holness I make ends meet. Because right now, the people them are going under a tyrannical measure right now for the last 3 years. Now, I man was just, gallivanting and doing what I was doing. Me and my general, the transporter Richie. And to my surprise, because I did not know that the government is attaching, according to the Constitution pertaining to the Governor General, His Excellency, Sir Patrick Allen, on the advice of the Commission of Police Chief Defense Staff, to declare a state of emergency for 2 parishes. And I'll just say, I running at the boy them up the road. Now parishes, like I said, Clarendon and St. James, for a period of 14 days, beginning midnight, March 14. You are going to, you see. So that means mothers and fathers, make sure you hold on to the young teens, because these people are tyrannical and they are willing to destroy lives. Ladies and gentlemen, for years we are telling say a government invent crime, and here we go again. After the people them have been locked down for how many years and have been kept away from living their life, and we are being told that in this 21st century, 2023, we are free to live our lives, and declared the area under SOE. The proclamation states that action has been taken or immediate threatened by persons or bodies of person of such nature, and are immediately threatened by others. So the extensive scale as to by likely to endanger the public safety and the community in areas specific. The parishes of St. James, Clarendon remain a particular concern. Outbreaks of gang violence. In accordance with the acknowledgement and the declaration, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, the most honorable, organized to, root out the gangs that remain a threat in these parishes. Although there have been some success in reducing murder through the strategies of the tactical security operation, more is needed to be done. As we acknowledge this, the government will continue to use all tools at our disposal to protect the lives of our citizens of Jamaica and to dismantle, thwart, and the threat of the law and the disorder of these gangs. Now, my family and friends, like I tell you, a government invent crime because, ironically, it's the area that these government officials are from, are the baddest area. The declaration of the state of public emergency will allow security force to carry out targeted operation to disrupt and to dismantle criminal gangs and their networks and to prevent occurrences of serious crime. The government is assuring the public and all stakeholders and the safety of security of all Jamaicans remain in top priority. All citizens are urged to cooperate with the security force as they work to stop criminal activities. Now, you hear what they said. You hear what they said. To protect the lives of our citizens, right? To dismantle the threat to the law and the order. They are also saying that they want to strategically, tactically remove these gangs. Now, if there's not a declaration of state of emergency, what they are doing would be illegal. So, Bro God has been using the SOE to violate the simple rights of the Jamaicans. You are going to. Now, I understand they need measures to catch these criminals, but the people, the innocent people, you can't lock down and put certain people under state of emergency for 5 or 10 people. That's not legal. But under the state of emergency, them can violate you and me. So when I go about my business, you're going to hear, you know, say Rasta do good business. Man, a good sitting sin. Yeah, but a righteous thing I am and I do. And the government, them, I put the population under certain strenuous rules. Because we know that biometrics have been unleashed on the population, of Jamaica. And we know that more cameras can be installed and championed. But we have to allow the madness to get to a level where the people them beg for their digital incarceration. You are going to take. So as far as the public emergency, we have to look into different ways and different strategies how we can solve this terrible pandemic that we have, which is murder. Basically, young black men have no value for life, murdering each other, which is not right. Now, I notice also stirring in the news, you know, Rasta is an iconic topic. So, we are going to touch upon Valiant and Kabaka. But, let me write white brother say a thing to you.
No, beat down the fist. Big up Rastafari soldier, you're watching Deep Roots TV.
Boom bang bang.
Boom bam bang.
Mad.
Mad love, respect, brethren.
I mean, man, I love fun people.
Yes, my families and friends. Now, I noticed earlier in the week, I saw Valiant do a tune, right? And I personally, when I saw the tune, I did not, cater for the tune because I already have the understanding that my island, my Jamaican people, them, do not like Rastafari. And me not shy by saying that right now. You are going to, my Jamaican people, them, do not appreciate love the iconic one, the Rasta man. So if you're hearing this worldwide, and this is the first time you're hearing it from Rastafari soldier, a Rasta man from Jamaica, and the real truth, Rasta people are alienated in Jamaica. So right now, Kabaka is the most recent Grammy winner, best album in a reggae. So the man put in him work for what it's worth. So at this point, it appears that Kabaka did not take a liking to the new song that Valiant did about Rasta. Saying him a do it like Rasta. Yeah. Man no eat certain thing, man no pasta. So the reggae singer took to Twitter after Valiant made his new song titled Rasta, and it has not went down well with the Reggae Grammy winner Kabaka, as he stated on Twitter on Sunday evening and made a valid statement, lamenting how Rastafari face was being treated as a mockery in Jamaica. Now, if you disagree with me, go down in the comment right there so and leave your comment. If you agree with me, leave your comment. Because this is something that I personally have witnessed and have been saying. So I want the recently Grammy winner to speak. Kabaka went on to say, we want to inspire the next generation. This is not what we meant. Rasta a joke thing a Jamaica now, apparently. Alright, Kabaka wrote. The statement had caught the attention of Courtney Hype, one of song producer, who decided to intervene, even though Kabaka had initially made no reference to Valiant. It's simply Grammy Kid. No beef, no patsa. It makes reference to some Rasta who believe in peace and unity, but the other part of the song is clearly not for Rasta. Look how many things we say Rasta do, and on no talk on that. We respect UG, but this never have to post. Maybe a you PR post it still anywhere. Bless. No beef, no pasta, the producer stated. Now, after this now, it appears that since the release of this tune right here, Valiant found offend of it. And because it is mocking Rastafari, truly mocking Rastafari, showing shades at Rastafari, and most Jamaicans would gravitate to it and pick up the psychs that's going on. The tune has garnered over 1.4 million views since the 5th of March. On YouTube alone, the song Valiant boasts that he live like a Rasta and he need no beef and no pasta, a reference to Rastafarian ritual diet. Certain food we not eat. You are guarantee. So at the point when Kabaka making point, him says, why would you have to reference Rasta in this type of video? It's not really the lyrics, you know. You seen the video. It's the video with people who look, you know, wibbly wobbly, and people who are dressed skimpy. It's the video is not showing nothing of Rasta, but everybody have on Rasta wig using the imagery for an eye catcher, because a lot of people will see it and see the red, gold, and green and don't realize at first that on a Rasta, you are guaranteed and click on it and they will go on a view. So what Kabaka is saying, we know say uno no rate Rasta, and you know if you use Rasta as a gimmick, if you have Rasta in your thing, you have to deal with it on a proper level. Because there are people that make certain video that insinuate certain things that is not in accordance with the culture of Rasta to debase Rasta and to debase the culture. And at this point, Rastafari is intellectually inclined and overstand the situation and know that we not try clown man. Y'all gonna team me ever saying we say the best allergy is psychology. I mean, you know that. So right now, you see, them say a Rasta is the way. Rasta will never stray. And if you check out our Valiant right now, you notice him a twist up in here. Like say, and them thing them are dealing. Yeah, sorry about that. You know when you have a web page up and the page just start playing, and then you have to figure out where the page are play from. Yeah, that I go on with me right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the internet set up like that. When you read all the page, I think just start. I never want to really see that. I don't want to hear about that. You can see, I just have the page up and it just start run. Now, I notice that, Valiant is speaking in mind for the whole situation. And I said, boy, when him here, him feel like he get all dark and all them thing there. Look here. Rastaman are serious people. I wanna want to know if Jamaicans are mix up Rasta in certain things because we notice that all I wanna fell out. All I wanna sell out. All I wanna a wibble and a wobble. All I wanna a dip. All I wanna get soul on a bat. All I wanna bleach out. You can take can't hold the vibes, can't hold the pressure. Sell out the culture for a few dollars. That's what called selling your soul. So when Rasta see you like you come mix up Rasta on no thing, I saw you come with coffee bowl, coffee a Rasta and coffee never says she a Rasta. You are going to take just because she have some natural hair. You don't think so Rasta has some game thing. You are going to take a Rasta has some fame thing. See? When I need a scapegoat, I don't need somebody to come with some blame thing and I'm going to blame the wrong king, brother. So, what Kabaka say, I true. When I leave Rasta out on a folly, out on a dip, out on a dolly, you are going to. Now, I'm going to talk to about some taxi people right now because it seems like the taxi people, them, are go under some real pressure right now in the place. And like me, I'm sure I say, Jamaica is not a real place, Jamaica is not a real place. Jamaica is a place where all the pirates and savages come from. You can see some pirates of the Caribbean thing, Jamaica depend. You can see? So sometimes when I see something, I can't even believe certain things when I say. And the real things are going on in the place. Because it appears that in a Manchester, in a Galchester, hold on there. Let me call somebody else. Get another FaceTime on the channel to cause one of the people them for know say yo, Rastafari soldier, I bring them all the way. This is my cousin and she named Navlet. Big up yourself, my cousin in the hills right now.
Big up Deep Roots TV. Respect, make sure you tune in here every time.
Yeah, them girl have a good impress, you know me I say? Right now, it's a shame when I see her go on with all I taxi cab them. The taxi cab them seems to be going under pressure because alright, they say in a Galliville, me I realize say a taxi cab man just lose all himself. Then he lose himself. Galchester. It seems like all them your man here. It's like say them for them people here will come from Jamaica and come from woman in a family and friends. Really don't. Cause in a Galchester it seems like this a taxi man here, own a woman. Own woman. You can see? It's being reported here that this clown here is arrested. Has been arrested in the Manchester area for stabbing up him common law wife. It's being reported that a taxi operator who went on the run immediately after him do his illegal bidding has been arrested under allegations of stabbing his common law wife to death at his home in Newport, Manchester. Now him do it on Saturday because him did one go to church Sunday. He is now in custody. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Shade Brown, a surgical assistant of Daly's Grove as in Newport, also Manchester. Reports by the Manchester police are that about 12:15 a.m., Brown, her 11-year-old son, another child, and the common law husband, 29-year-old Kevon Leslie, otherwise called Nice, were at home when an argument broke out between them. Leslie reportedly took up knives, which he used to stab Brown multiple times before fleeing the scene. The police were summoned upon arrival. Brown was rushed to the hospital where she died. And the manhunt was then lost for his arrest. He was reportedly held hours later at another location in the parish. Me love how them bad. Me love how them bad. And when them do them crime, them a run up and down. You have to stand up when you do crime, man. You have to stand up when you do crime and the real bad man them come. You have to try to do crime against them. Here we have a woman with 2 children. Obviously is intellectually inclined. Know how to make her own dime. Probably an independent woman have her own mind. A surgical assistant. And this ya fool ya now. Probably him find out him a get bun. Cause the doctor where she a work for realize she cute and want some. 29-year-old boy. Dash where him life, ruin the pit of them life and destroy the confidence of the family. Murder the young 28-year-old woman. It's unbelievable. Mandeville, Manchester, I should say Newport, Manchester, is shaken from this tragedy. And it's amazing how these black men have no love for black women. Cause it seems like an animal they come out of or they drop from sky. Me not lie. The brutality that we display against our woman is unbeatable. Me no see no set of men on planet Earth that deal with their woman like dirt, like black man. It's a shame. And again, you turn around, it's usually the same people where them are destroyed to be blamed. The same mothers and grandmother will pet them little boy or sometimes abuse them. Me cannot believe how these men grow up to have such a disdain for their own woman. Unbelievable. R.I.P. Mrs. Brown. Condolences to the family. And it's a shame that the government continue to perpetuate the crime, blaming it on unkind. Don't want to break them neck because their stakeholders are drink the blood of the prisoners and the innocent people that get them dead. The funeral home, the coffin makers, the rum sellers, the suit makers. Yeah, them a make them money, the churches. Uno call, uno continue to drink the blood of the sufferers and continue to allow the poor to be taken advantage of. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari soldier. It's a shame. Definitely a shame. Another young woman taken out. And I'm sure the perpetrator is going to find someone to blame. Just like how these activists have been giving them ways to elude these death penalty. It about if Jamaica, me understand now why them not have a death penalty, because them wouldn't get death penalty every day. Death penalty wouldn't give out. This is unbelievable. But the government of the Jamaica have to do something to change the mindset of these people, because the poor and the innocent are being victimized for too long. Far too long. In another case, ladies and gentlemen, like I'm telling you, it appears that the taxi man them is on a rampage now. Only in this case, it appears that this your taxi man, yeah, instead of him do the quanging people, I him lose him life. It's unbelievable. Them a show me say, in a Westmoreland, me know them boy did the bad car from a little bit. I grew up and hear say man and a man. But right next to me, them better not come over here so with them. Look at idiot thing there. Because it appears that the Westmoreland police found a passenger. Unfortunately, it appears that she took the wrong taxi and a taxi man deceased. It's unfortunate. Say, the taxi man and the female passenger was killed in Westmoreland, Jamaica. The police in Westmoreland has launched a probe in the shooting death of a taxi operator, his female passenger, near Robbins River in the parish Monday. They had been identified as 34-year-old Yukal Dyer, otherwise called Twin, taxi operator of New Works in Westmoreland, and 52-year-old Patricia Stewart, otherwise called Pat, a farmer of Bog District, also in Westmoreland. It is reported at 1 p.m. Dyer was transporting Stewart from Savalamar towards White House when they were ambushed by armed men who opened fire on the vehicle. Both occupants received multiple gunshot wounds and later pronounced dead at the hospital. So, it either say them did a try burn up the 50-year-old and the taxi driver did a roll with them, or the 52-year-old and the taxi driver, 34-year-old taxi driver, in a things. Or them did a try burn up the 52-year-old. Them thing is unbelievable. There have to be some kind of systematic camera and system put up. But like I said, the people them are push the government where the government have no choice but to violate their human rights. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Westmoreland. They have launched a manhunt because the taxi man and him passenger get wet up. So right now the investigation is out to find out what was the setup. Because I have a conspiratorial mind. Because me know say from them here say you have 5 cents, it turn in a dime. Then watchy, and so, and beggy, and tafy, and me I tell you the whole community lie. Them will gang up on you and set you up, and make even Jesus Christ come wet you up. Listen to me, people. We're not too in a religious things, but me I tell you, these people are like Judas. They may sell you out for 30 mango. You are going to in a Westmoreland. Taxi driver, 34-year-old Yukal Dyer, otherwise called Twin, was operating his taxi cab. He's from New Works in a Westmoreland. And 52-year-old Patricia Stewart, them call her Pat. She's a farmer. Bog District. Yeah. In a Westmoreland also. 1 o'clock p.m. Miggle Day. You can't get no more Miggle Day than that. Them say the taxi driver did a transport Stewart. Bring her from Sav. More than likely market. Miggle Day them think say they would not be the target. So them say they were ambushed. Armed men. Wet up. Open fire. Yeah, we not talk about when you're outside a cook pan stove, you know. We're not talking about outside cooking pan stove. You know, when you get all the pimento wood or the logwood or whatever kind of fuel you're going to use for cook. And you get tray stone. And you set them bam, bam, bam. And you put the wood and you get the brush. And you put it down. And if you not light it, you get all piece of plastic. I want styrofoam. And light it. And put it on the pot. That is open fire. I know that them a talk about. Them a talk about wettings, blatter land, black rain fall. Pan the two people them. Miggle day, 1 p.m. Them think they're not supposed to go on in a island of paradise. When I'm reading the news, people, I have to try to make it light. Because me will cry on camera. And I'm not here for that. I am here to give you the information from the Rastaman level. Yeah, because we firebomb the devil. I'm telling you. The taxi man and his female passenger are one of them in there. So it must be some kind of special transporting. Probably this taxi person is the one that transported her to the market. And then him go pick her up. And a lot of the times, sellers do that to try to maintain a relationship. So because sometimes when they go to market, the taxi man have to come early, or the seller don't even have the money. So the taxi man drop her off and pick her up so him can be compensated. You are guaranteed. So sometimes them time pedal them, or them get information. So sometimes the routine is not the best thing. You are guaranteed? The routine is not the best thing. Sometimes you have to just roll anonymously with some stranger. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm going to tell you, say dirty living, it's like it burning away. Bad mind, it just burning away. It's an unfortunate situation happened to these people. Families and friends of these people are mourning. Community are shaking. Government salivating because this is another way now that they can figure out if the crime right. We are going to rise the SOE right there too. We done the right as so. I'm mobile. So we are going to rise the SOA. And the people them I give the government reasons. More reasons. You understand? More reasons for do that. Now, I just shocked for realize what go on. How the people them just allow the people them to just take advantage of them. Now if you notice down here, so me have the female pastor guilty. Me have them realize that the settings. So since we have that the settings, we are going to look in upon that because it seems like say the clan the clan them I get dismantled. They really seems like the clan actually I get dismantled because them lock up Tesha Miller. And it seems like black man now gonna come out a road right now. It don't seem so. And it seems like say now them lock up this woman is seriously wicked now. So me I hope say the clans kinda get a look of pressure and the people them kinda get a better levity cause the Spanish town has been real hot and as you know say Clarendon depend a state of emergency and some orders get sent out right now. You think I'm gonna get hot up? You can't move up certain people and certain places don't get hot up. It gonna get hot up, family. It gonna get hot up. So I just say it's difficult for we think say the country are gonna change if the people them are continue to live the same lifestyle and not in a real range. When them your people are now get locked up, I just the government have to do some real good work, some good hard work. Because as it's being reported here that the lone woman accused as being part of the clansman one dan gang, I mean no see more than one woman, was convicted of being a gang member. She's 48-year-old pastor Stephanie Christie. You see it? A pastor. She's also called Mama of St. Thomas. In handing down the guilty verdict, Chief Justice Brian Sykes said that evidence and record shows that there are conversation that has been recorded with Christie was an insider in the gang. A witness who is a former member of the gang had testified that at the trial that the court that Christie was the link between the gang and the police. Evidence was given that Christie used extortion money to get legal representation for alleged gang members, to post bail for those who were arrested and charged. Evidence also given that Christie had a close relationship with gang leader Andre Blackman Bryan. Earlier this week, Bryan was convicted of several charges, including being leader of Spanish Town-based gang. Now, are these kind of reports make people question certain people in high position? Because when I heard that there was a pastor involved in the One Don gang out of Spanish Town, one of the most notorious gang, Tesha Miller, Bulby and them, I was shocked. Amazingly shocked. So here it is being reported, being confirmed. A pastor, Stephanie Christie. And it appears that she had an intimate relationship with Blackman, which was the head of the gang. Now, them kind of reports here really shouldn't have people reconsidering, thinking about what me I tell you now. Say, are the upper heads them a perpetuate, a promote the crime and I deviate from looking out for the people them, and I use garrison politics for herd the people them in a certain area and control their mind so them don't have a free thinking, and I use violence as a barbed wire for keep the people them out that has aspirations to see Jamaica as a better place. So me I try to tell you, say, yo, Jamaica is like how it is on purpose, because there are ultimate plans behind. There are people in high and low places that are mixed up in the nastiness. Judge, lawyer, police, because here it is being confirmed that this 48-year-old pastor, Stephanie Christie, who is known as Muma in the St. James area, was friends with the leader, intimate friend with the leader, and she was the link between the gang and the police. She would use extortion money and bail the one them from the gang will get locked up. Now, this Spanish Town-based gang has been a thorn in the side of the Jamaican government. So, the only rival to the government must be an opposition party. So, it's clearly obvious that a lot of these gangs are government-sponsored to perpetuate the violence so they could have the excuse to promote their SOE, to violate the population while them go through and set up them camera and them biometrics. So by the time the people them wake up from them sleep and slumber, it's over. Over. So people, I'm Rastafari soldier, I'm telling you right now, be careful, our own friend. In the future, especially with the tell live phone, the tell live phone, I tell pan everybody. You are gonna take. Now, like me tell you, the people them greedy and them wicked. Here you have a youth by the name of Kempridge. And what them do to him right now is a shame. But me gonna make all two of me friends and family them full joy, some of my fame. Because them up on the YouTube, you know, people, if you have not subscribed, hit that red subscribe button right now for me, you know. And give me a thumbs up, leave your comment. Let me know what I go on. Help build up the Rastaman channel. Become a part of the Rastaman panel. And all you can do that, subscribe, like and share. Leave your comment, people. Because right now, me don't talk about Keprich. But me will make my little cousin Indian see a thing. What you have to say, my cousin?
I'm watching Deep Roots TV.
A long time me I telling you say, Jamaican people have a terrible, terrible mind. Them a pirate like and them greedy. Here you have a youth we have an aspiration, an uprightful youth. A youth where no need a much really, you know. Because them youth are born come in riches. But him have enough sense say, yo, be happy for what you have. So him want keep him riches. So guess what him do? Him name all himself keep rich. So here you have dancehall entertainer. Yeah, keep rich. He's been robbed. Portmore, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, well, you know say people die for sure. But it's alarming that at this point right now, people are blocking a big artist yard. Me don't understand how the man them don't have no security guard when them leave them yard. Because it's apparent he was abroad. Because me could know they are me yard. And that happened. And if you have security all with pound of phone. Now, Kiprich appeared to have lost over 7.6 million Jamaican dollars in cash. Yarganty and jewelry in his Airbnb home. It appears that somebody broke in at the rodeo home. Now, dancehall artist Kiprich is reeling in his last after robbers in which thieves had broke into his Airbnb and stole cash in millions of dollars worth of jewelry. The artist was robbed over the weekend and the thieves made off with a hefty loot of jewelry and cash valued over 50,000 US, about 7.6 million Jamaican. This is the second robbery in the year in which the telephone thing artist was targeted. The latest incident took place on Saturday in broad daylight at a house located in Portmore, St. Catherine. According to the Jamaican Star, no one was hurt in the incident. The artist shared a positive attitude despite the loss. Me just give thanks that the situation never worse. Where me and a person never buck up. And all them thing there. Vanity them thing there. Them take up. And we have life and the same way. So me give thanks for all of that. But for no say in your own country, you can't go hold the vibes somewhere amongst your people them. It no feel good, brother. I disappointed, Kiprich said. No one has been arrested so far for the incident. The artist also revealed that the home recently housed a visitor. And he also stayed there to record music with a friend nearby. The artist revealed that he had kept his business low-key and operated under a radar that not attract attention. The home is not his permanent residence, but he secured his 25,000 US Rolex, and 12,000 gold chain, as well as his 450 blueberry glasses and cash savings of 15,000 US and 300 Canadian, which the thieves took. He said that he was with friends and forgot something at the Airbnb, which led him to return to the house, where he realized that the door was ajar. Checks revealed that the items were taken. Me see me bag and everything tumble down upon me ground. at the Rolex box first, me see. And realize the watch gone. And me chain. Everything happened so quick. The time when me go for the food and come back for the charger was about half an hour. The thief has been caught on the surveillance camera showing him with the artist Gucci belt wrapped around his hand. However, the artist raised suspicion that the thief had easy access to the property despite other person not being allowed to enter freely. How that? How them let in? How them let in that the youth there pan the property? I don't understand that. So that means I am friend what him say was there recording with somebody else. You guarantee? Maintain the positive vibes, me out. You're rich, youth, long time. Keep rich. Big up yourself. A good artist, the next good artist there. So again, you know, I guarantee. I hear that thing that. I hear that thing for real. And Jamaicans, them don't ramp around, man. Them don't joke. Now, again, for some reason, this is software, you know. We all put out something else for me to use. So, if you see the title, you know what's coming next. I'm going to be talking about new sensation, Jordan Hibbert. You're going to think it's a new football player, or a young youth actually, out of Jamaica. And he have been signed top prospect for us. I'm like that still, you know. I like when I see the youth, them a strive. I like to see improvement. Now, sorry, Jordan Hibbert the triple jump champion, under 20 triple jump champion, and he have set a new under 20 world record. Now, this is a Jamaican athlete, you know, people. But because he's so young, he is continuing his collegiate athletic, you know, studies in the United States. And as you see, he attends the University of Arkansas. That's the Razorbacks. You see? And it appears that he's become a well-known star worldwide. Now there's an indoor championship, the NCAA Division 1 Indoor Championship, and Hibbert has put himself in the record book with his first and only jump. I saw you do it. The Arkansas freshman Jaden Hibbert set a new world under 20 record. His way to become this year NCAA Division 1 Indoor National Triple Jump Champion on Saturday. The 18-year-old only needed a solo effort to establish a mark of 17.54 meters. A new personal best for the 2023 SEC Field Athlete of the Year. The mark broke the meet record of 17.37 meters set by Florida's Marquez Dendy in 2015, as well as championship record 17.50 meter established in 2015 by Charleston Southern Charlie Simpkin in 1986. It was also a new Jamaican record. Hibbert's closest rival was Salif Main, a senior of Fairleigh Dickinson, whose best effort was 16.79 meters. 16.79 meters. Won him the silver medal, while Owain Owens, a junior at the University of Virginia, leapt for 16.69 meters for third. So this Jamaican here jumped 17.54 meters. And the American jumped 16.79. A one-time Jaden, the real Don, the triple jump Don, jump and set a world record. Hibbert, Arkansas team won the indoor national title, men and women. Yeah. Now, Hibbert's teammate, Kerry McLeod, also who won the long jump with the national record, equaling the mark of 8.40 meters on Friday, finished sixth with a leap of 16.35 meters. So, sometimes it's just timing. But this youth right here, Jaden Hibbert, is a Jamaican athlete that's a superstar already on the triple jump platform. So we want to look out for him as he continue to grow abroad. He's at the University of Arkansas. Yeah. I guess they are the Razorbacks. I see one big hog there on him thing. They're not doing them animal there. But I'm just reporting in the people. Razorback freshman Jaden Hibbert, the triple jump done, the Jamaican athlete, win gold in the World Under 20 triple jump record at the NCAA Division I Championship. And his school, Arkansas, also bring home the women's title in that same indoor NCAA Division I indoor championship. And the men also win. So the school win both the man and the women's championship. In other news, people, the news are kind of, kind of shook me up when I see it still, So, I and I, man, did have to patient and take my time, because I'm not telling no lie. I and I, man, cannot just run in and do all of them news, because I and I, man, a human being. So, sometimes when I see the news, I read it and it shake me, I just have to just leave it alone. But I cite this news yesterday. And these things is what I'm telling you, say. When you hear early in the video, when me I say, stop violate. When you hear Sister Kalanji sing, because I can't do that, I can't take the credit from Kalanji. But I use some of them tunes to build up my motivation. See, the motivation can deal with some of these news. Because it's embarrassing. Because here you have a toddler right before his 3-year-old birthday. Right before him 3-year-old birthday, this look of you. John, Adrian Campbell. Them see a Mac Hills in a, Trelawney him come from. Mac Hill Trelawney. Them saying Trelawney, Jamaica. this deceased young man, Adrian Campbell of Mac Hill District, Clarkstown, in the parish, yeah, you hear me, Chilani. Reports are about 7:50 p.m. The 2-year-old was a passenger in a car which was being driven by his stepfather. Unbelievable stepfather drama. And it appears that in the community, a man came up to the stepfather and a dispute ensued. It appears that this dispute occurred with an adult that they had an argument with earlier. So the adult walked up to the stepfather vehicle and opened fire on the vehicle. The infant was in the back seat, like I said, of the car. In the passenger seat of the car. And the infant was shot in his right side. The child was rushed to the hospital. And unfortunately, the child succumbed to the injury to the side. Now, subsequently, of course, you nah go bullet up me look you out and me no tell. So, the perpetrator ran and hide. Information was given by eyewitness. Of course, the stepfather told the police. And the Trelawney police, after investigating and looking for this man, has now taken this man into custody in connections with the shooting death of the 2-year-old boy in Clarkstown in the parish of Trelawney. And this occurred Sunday. The liquor youth never left the same Monday. Ice cream, me yesterday look at your stepfather go bring up go buy him at the ice cream shop in Clarkstown. Me I tell you say Mark Hill there so shaking. And Drake Campbell never live for say him 3-year-old birthday. Like the people them have no heart. And baby pan breast like them will take off. Jamaica be wise. You cannot stand the wrath of the Most High. And it seems like you need one of them earthquake there. One of them natural disaster there. For you to start realize. You see where we there? Out in the middle of the Atlantic. And I want little land out there. It not take. Jaja, we box off everything off of it. If we have some kind of courage, if we have some kind of strength, if we develop a different set of morals, it's like we don't have no love for no one. Hot my heart, family and friends. Hot my heart. Now, you see, because when I look out for each other, police and soldier will take advantage of it. Yaganti, cause here you go. Another criminal entity. Another fake law enforcer. Yaganti. Cause it's being reported. Cause me nah make him get away with this. Him nah go get away with it. After him rob out the poor people them think. Them think me I go make him get away with it. But them have a cops. What them lock up cause me they are try really inquire me family and friends. if I pay them no pay this your cops are enough, or him just thief, or if him just a cruff. We have Detective Maurice Whittingham. That boy, me I tell you, say, if me did believe in a dash with belly, a people like them here in a people, because here you are, a law enforcing officer, when you are break the law. Here you are, somebody that's supposed to be looking out for the poor and the needy. But guess what? You're greedy. Because this police officer did not only defile the trust of the courts, defile the trust of the government, defile the trust of the people, but in thief one big chunk of oil. A thief. Them same name Detective Corporal Maurice Whittingham. I'm shocked, but I want to find out if him a real detective or not, and if he a real corporal or not. But from what I am hearing here in the report, because I don't think them would have report him as detective in the public newspaper. If him a did fake police, so me want to know, tell me please, if a government not pay the police enough, or a thief him thief, them boy are wicked and the beast. People, me see it. Me have to talk about it, and anytime me can expose no dirty cop, you know me I gonna make sure them get washed. Because Detective Corporal Maurice Whittingham, the charged in the multi-million-dollar robbery of the delivery truck with the cooking oil, appear in court to the judge. I hear that one your family. You know, see a wheelchair, the fool come out in front of the judge. It seems like everybody will get locked up. A bribe judge. A pull on the heartstring of the judge. Them not know say this is illegal. Your Honor, isn't this illegal? People, you cannot try to sway the heart or the mind or the hand or the gavel, whatever of the judge. That's illegal. You can't get locked up for that. Oh no, faking. But when at the robbery you was doing, you was thinking about the money you would be making. It was revealed that the detective has spine injury, which prevent him from being able to walk. It was further explained that corrections for the condition, including surgery. His alleged complication has not been documented. His accomplice is 34-year-old construction worker Michael Daly. He was also remanded. However, his bail has been extended on condition that the reports on Saturday to the Olympic Garden Police. So, them let out this criminal here. Basically, him on probation outside. More crime him a commit. Right now, him just have to go check them pants out there. Yeah. Listen, people. I joke thing they upon, you know. But if them don't do this, all the Jamaican jail them are full. Because they seem like all the Jamaican man them a commit pay crime. But Jamaican government just using this to YD all of them. Me tell them, you see when you go on bad and wicked, your parents are going to beat you. And the government is here to teach you. It is being reported on December 17, 2022. Both men were dressed in a police paraphernalia. What you mean? Listen to me. Both of the men them put on police uniform and scare up the truck driver. robbed the truck of $3 million worth of cooking oil from the Seaprod Limited. You hear what I say? So when you talk about December 17, both men were dressed in police paraphernalia, held up and robbed truck. Listen, family, a $3 million worth of oil, the boy thief. I want to bring the truck for go drain it out in our community and retail it out like I him near Mr. Chin. Him see the people them oil and want to take it where and go retail it out. And not for him oil. Plus, him is a police. So what this fool do? This fool take one of him uniform, because you must have more than one uniform, and give it to one of him brethren. And him brethren them go out pan operation, take with $3 million worth of oil pan the road. Because nobody know what they are checking. Nobody, two of them. Everybody thinks they work, the police them work at them normal job. So him pull over the people them and joke the people them at gunpoint and take away the oil. Never realize. Say the people them wouldn't call the police right away. And them just rope in. So the police said that the truck was recovered right in the Titford community near Old Harbor. In the Titford. Them should have just say a Titford community in Old Harbor, near Old Harbor. The driver and his sideman was recovered. Also, yes. Yeah. Now, the original driver, what did in the truck when them rob it, I tie up them the man there, And after them tie them up, the fool them make the man them escape. So the man them escape, the man they just call the police. Now the accused were arrested by the Spanish Town police. Yeah, thief never like to say thief for long bag. Because I told crook them there, The police them where thief the aisle and the police them where arrest the police them where thief the aisle them. The accused were arrested by Spanish Town police and following a thorough investigation, they were charged with robbery, with aggravated robbery, kidnapping. The case involving has been transferred to Gun Court Division, Kingston, for March 30. That's when they mentioned date. But you see what's going on. So when you say regular people don't trust police or government, here you have a cop, a real police, because them list him as Detective Corporal Maurice Whittingham. This police has been charged with a multi-million-dollar robbery of a delivery truck laden with cooking oil. When did they do with this big old truck of cooking oil? When think they not hide it? What? When them take with the truck of cooking oil now, when did they do? They might empty it in a black drum and just have oil, have it in a back of yard and oil just a run. Him just a sell oil. All like shop them have oil. I have a shop, everybody shop have oil. Julie shop, Suzette shop, all over Barry they so have oil. Everybody have oil. Big Jilla oil I sell like nothing. Everything oil up. So what go on with the man them who will lose them whole truck of oil? You is a police officer, a detective corporal. Maurice Whittingham lend him brethren one of him uniform and decide say a oil we are go thief. They fold them end up out the road. A $3 million worth of cooking oil these full thief off of Seprod Limited. Tie up the driver them. Them so fool. Them couldn't even tie up the driver them good. tie up the driver them. Driver escape and alert police. Police forward and catch a fool them. Find the truck. A Thetford over all Harbour area there so. Arrest the clown them. And now them a talk about them transfer to gun court. I feel him told, cause him a police. A damn court on if I transfer him to. Real big fool this. Cause me can't understand if I really hungry, him hungry. Or if I really just fool him fool. Now, I man touched upon a youth earlier and I want to look into what really going on with this youth. And we are touch the sport a little bit. Because you have a little youth named Dujan Richards. And it appears that, boy, him is going to be another shining superstar out of Jamaica. Because the young man appears to have inked himself a deal with Chelsea. So, the Whisper, which is Dujan's nickname, Dujan Whisper Richards, has inked a deal with Chelsea Football Club. And of course, mom, fans, family, all of Jamaica elated about this particular news. Because the youth has been playing ball, we see the potential, and we all agree that, Jamaica is not the greatest of environment for everyone. Especially if they want to get some opportunity out of the world right now. Because it appears that one of the worst places to live and to be amongst is Jamaicans. Because me not tell you no lie, family and friends. Them and them cool. If you ever look like say you have some kind of potential amongst Jamaicans, you want to lick out your mall. So here it's been reported that the Phoenix Academic and Kingston College standout Dujan Whisper Richards has reached a deal and has inked a contract with Chelsea Football Club in the English Premier League. Blouse and skirt yard. A boss way. 17 years old. The announcement of the pre-contract signing was made Saturday by Phoenix founder Craig Butler on his Instagram page. History has been made. The Phoenix All-Star Football Academy is proud to announce that Dujan Whisper Richards, who has been with us since 12 years old, has put pen to a paper and signed his pre-contract with Chelsea FC in England and will be plying his trade in the Premier League, Butler said. Absolutely marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Congratulations is a must, youth. This has been a long road and one that has been made, and exceptionally proud of the loyalty and undying faith in me and our team at Phoenix. We are grateful to Chelsea Football Club and looking forward to do the continued relationship and partnership with our academy as we prepare Whisper for the Premier League, Butler added. He expressed thanks to all those who believed in Whisper. We are proud of the people in Jamaica who believed in Whisper, in Phoenix, and in our country ability to produce if only we are willing to work hard, smart, and are committed to excellence, Butler said. It had been reported that Whisper would have signed with the EPL club this week following a recent 2 weeks trial and another EPL club, Newcastle. Now, all over the place, Jamaicans are proud of Dujan. Really, really, really proud, family. And, I want to say, all the little boys and girls out there in the world, Rastafari soldiers have been telling you, put the work in. Don't believe them. Don't get the mindset that you're down pressed. Don't believe that you cannot do it, because you can do it. Here it is, now 17 years old. Whisper stood head and shoulders above his peer in the recent concluded schoolboy football seasons, where he scored more than 30 goals for Kingston College. It had been rumored all season that he was on his way to Europe. He recently earned his first call up for the national seniors team and is expected to join the Reggae Boys later today for his first of 2 friendly international against Trinidad and Tobago at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. The second match will be tonight, Thursday night, inside the National Stadium in Kingston. He will become the second Phoenix Academy player to ply his trade in the EPL, English Premier League that is, after Leon Bailey, who played for Aston Villa in England, top division. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another shining star. Great news from my island. These are the news that I want to report on. Congratulations to Dujan Whisper. Screaming loud, Richard, you are now a part of the English Premier League youth at 17. Wow! Whole heap of jersey you fi sell youth for Jamaica. And all the Jamaican youths them out there, I tell you, say, put your work in. You're not going to get corn if you plant peas. That means if you sit down every day and drink rum and boom, or rum and turbo, you're not get nowhere. You have to work on your trade. Work on your craft. You think a joke? It's the man that laugh last, laugh the best. So when you put in the work, you can always beat your chest. What I learned at Lucas Youth, the heights of great men did not reach unkept. No, not by sudden flight, but it was when him companion them, the people them was studying the same craft, was lollygagging, sleeping, and gone out, gal out the thing and drink out the thing and party out the thing. I was working hard on the craft. Whisper, big up yourself. Now you can make a loud noise with your foot in the English Premier League and make us proud, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rastafari soldier here of Deep Roots TV. Speaking out loud, Dujan Whisper Richards is now signed with English Premier League team Chelsea FC. Congratulations to the must. More life, more joy, more happiness. So big up on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you hear I am elated for Whisper. Here is another person in Jamaica that I man have to say I man proud every time I see this, person in the news. And I'm talking about Mrs. Grange, the Honorable Mrs. Babsy Grange. Now she has been knighted by Emperor Haile Selassie grandson, King of Ethiopia, and we want to give her some praises because it appears that, Olivia Grange, we know her more fondly as Babsy, your auntie, Babsy Grange. She has been invested as a Dame Grand Cross of the Imperial Order of the Star Honor of Ethiopia. The vesture has been made by the Crown Council of Ethiopia at the command of His Imperial Highness Prince Emeritus Haile Selassie on March 4th at the Army Navy Club Hotel, Washington, D.C. And there's no joke thing in a paper. A up top thing. You are going to see. A some up top thing. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Gender. Olivia Babsy Grange. Yes. Being confirmed with the Dame Grand Cross of the Imperial Order of the Star of Honor of Ethiopia by His Imperial Highness Prince Emeritus Haile Selassie, the grandson of Haile Selassie I, His Imperial Majesty, King of Kings, and the conquering lion, elect of His light, you are going to elated, illuminated like Rastafari say me bright. On March 4, 2023, and there was a special ceremony. And I told you where it was. Washington, D.C. Jamaica's Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, Olivia Babsy Grange, has been invested as Dame Cross Imperial Order of Star Honored of Ethiopia, one of Africa's country's highest honor. Grange, a former Spes Sheng executive, a former manager of Bounty Killer, Patra, and Shabba Ranks, and who also hold the title of the Order of Jamaica, is now entitled to be referred to as Her Excellent Olivia Grange. The investor was made by the Crown Council of Ethiopia at the command of grandson of Emperor Haile Selassie I, His Imperial Highness Prince Emeritus Haile Selassie, at the Army Navy Club Hotel in Washington, D.C. on Saturday. The occasion was the annual Victory of Adwa commemorative dinner and the commemorative of the Victory of Gondar, which are hailed globally as two great military victories of Ethiopia under Emperors Menelik II and Emperor Haile Selassie I, respectively, which marked turning point of Ethiopia, Africa, and the world. According to the Crown Council, Grange was honored because of the kindness and diligence which she has embodied. The recent formal visit to Jamaica under Prince Emeritus and Princess Desta Saba, and for her great friendship with the Crown of Ethiopia that have contributed material to the improvement of Jamaica and Ethiopia ties. Now, in the conferring of the award, Prince Emeritus, it was in recognition of the outstanding work Grange have done in Jamaica in strengthening the relationship between Ethiopia and Jamaica, as well as for being instrumental in bringing him to Jamaica last year, and her effort to build cultural and diplomacy bridge between Jamaica and Ethiopian people. According to the South Florida Caribbean News, Grange, in and accepting the award, fought back tears and described the day as a special one for her, adding that she was humbled, honored, and a little overwhelmed. I have always dreamt of the day that I'll feel a part of the continent of Africa, in addition to the recognition that my ancestors were predominantly African, Grange said. The fact that I've been recognized by a nation of Africa, and particularly the Crown Council of Ethiopia, is something that I've made so overjoyed and overwhelmed that I am picked up in emotion. The St. Catherine Central Member of Parliament added. The minister also said she was accepting the honor on behalf of Jamaica's Rastafarians, who she said were the ones responsible for the honing her knowledge about Ethiopia of Emperor Haile Selassie. Now, I grew up hearing about Ethiopia, Grange said, because of Rastafari movement in Jamaica, because Haile Selassie has been the symbol of the movement. And for me today to be recognized by the Crown Council and to be bestowed with the title of Dame of the Grand Cross of His Imperial Majesty grandson, Prince Emir, is something I have never dreamt would happen. But that is now a reality today, Grange said. I accept this award on behalf of the Rastafari movement in Jamaica, primarily because they are the ones who constantly said His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie is the symbol of black royalty. For me, it's very important that I recognize that the honor that has been bestowed on me today, it is one that I'll have to ensure that I carry that message for one love, especially in the recognition that as a black race, we are equally important as any other race. Plus, that we have a great history. The Grand Cross Order bestowed upon Grace was created to honor foreign and domestic civilians and military officials and individuals for several service to the country. It is the highest ranking order of Emperor of Ethiopia, along with the Order of Menelik II. During his visit to Jamaica last year during National Heroes Week, Prince Emir Selassie and the Crown Council of Ethiopia had signed a memorandum of understanding for a statue of Haile Selassie to be erected at the National Heroes Park in Kingston within the upcoming fiscal year. The prince, who was accompanied on his trip to Jamaica by his wife, Princess Saba Kibiye, and members advisor of the Ethiopian Crown Council, had engaged in several official activity, including meeting with members of the Rastafarian communities in Montego Bay, where he had also been presented with the key to the city. He had also made courtesy call to the Governor General, Sir Patrick Allen, and visited Marcus Garvey Liberty Hall, and he viewed artifacts on the life and works of the national heroes. He had also attended the National Heroes and Award ceremony, and recipients were addressed also by Sizzla Kalondri on behalf of the Nyabingi theocracy regime. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an honor that, Babsy Grange, her honor is a reflection to us, ladies and gentlemen, that we can stretch across barriers and boundaries And as you see, she is the council for the parliament member for the constituents of, St. Catherine. And she moved from being manager of Bounty Killer, Patra Shaba. You're going to now getting such an award from the Crown Council of Ethiopia, from the grandson of Emperor Haile Selassie I. His Highness Prince Emmaus Sila Selassie. I mean, Washington, D.C., them there, you know. And when I say D.C., me mean the District of Columbia. Them there half of the map. Half of the map, them there. Receiving the 5th highest Ethiopian award. Right now, I am so elated and happy. She was awarded this according to the Crown Council because of her kindness, her diligence, right, in making connection, building a bridge with Africa and Jamaica. It is important that we continue to build cultural and diplomatic ties with our motherland. I love what's going on. They said the Honorable Babsy Grange was emotional. St. Catherine Parliament members, and as she give the rightful credit, me have to big her up. Me have to big her up. She has been bestowed with the title of Dame of the Grand Cross. Because she tell you straight up, I accept this award on behalf of the Rastafarian movement in Jamaica, primarily because they are the ones who constantly said His Imperial Majesty is a symbol of black royalty. Do you not understand why we do that? After we not drop from sky, and no guy can come show off par we and them royalty and them symbolism. We are free, and that's why we study with things so we stay high. I want to say congratulations to Jamaica, congratulations to Rasta, and most of all, I would like to say congratulations to Her Excellent, the Honorable Olivia Grange. Me not even going to call her Babsy anymore. Her Excellent. So when you hear me say Her Excellent, you don't know who me I talk about. Big up on yourself. All hard working people. She never just jump in a deer, so. She was a former manager of Specs Sheng, an executive and former manager of Bounty Killer, Patra and Shaba. Now, she have multiple order. Her Excellent and the Order of Jamaica. And them are that we are deal with. Her Excellent Olivia Grange. Ladies and gentlemen, big up all the young ladies them. Big up on yourself and know say you can strive to be Her Excellence. Because that's what we are dealing with. Excellence. That's what Jamaica deal with. We're not dealing with no quanging. Excellence we are dealing with. So I'm more life and I'm more joy upon a one day. And because we are talking about excellent, and it appears that only the woman them are deal with the thing excellent. Because right now, I'm going to show you excellence again. Here is another excellent Jamaican. And I am so elated that I had so much good news in this news. This is one of the happiest news clip me have really. Yeah. Because right now we have somebody named of Khadijah Shah. And again, And I put some respect on this lady name. Because I want to question. I want to really answer. Is she the best Jamaican baller ever? Because it's looking like her accomplished. I'm talking about on her level. As a female or as a woman. Because it appears that she's making a case. Because she's in the news. And it's good news again. 2 weeks ago, I'm looking. She struck gold. And when I said struck gold, I am talking about a hat trick, she put on them. Hat trick. After the team go up 1, a tray she drop on them. Now I'm looking here. They're announcing that Khadijah Shaw is now the highest scorer for her ball club. The 26 goal now. And a 22 match she play. Cut out. We're talking about Reggae girl. Khadijah Shaw. Them say she's like a bunny. And when she get the ball, if you're there on the next side, she a go done it. The Reggae girl is showing off her skills as Manchester women highest scorer for the single season across all competitions, following the team 2-1 win over Brington on Sunday at the Broadfield Stadium in Crawley, United Kingdom. The Jamaican International nabbed the elite title with fixtures to spare after registering a brace that lodged her 25 and 26 goal. Oh no, heard what I'm saying? This season across competition, the record-breaking tally put some daylight between her and the former record holder, ex-City forward Nikita Paris. 24 goal haul during the club 2018 and 2019 season. Shaw's 26 goal have come from 22 matches across all competition. Clad in City red and black away kit, Shaw opened up the score in the 21st minutes before Brington Elizabeth Turlin answered the call to level the game in 33 minutes. Brington held City for a long spell with the fixture seemingly ahead of the draw. But precisely the persistent Shaw gifted a second goal to sink in Brington in the 89th minute. Radam! The informed striker doubled move City left on 35 points with second place rival Manchester United, but third place overall in the league on goal difference. United fell 0-1 to Chelsea via a Sam Kerr strike. Chelsea remained at the top of the Women's Super League on 37 points with a game in hand. Now Shaw, whose club tally sit on a more than respectable 45 goal for 51 appearance, has been on an especially hot streak over the past week. Since beginning in 2023, Shaw has managed to record more than a dozen goals, including multiple brace, a hat-trick, and a 4-goal haul. The Manchester City number 21 has netted 15 league goals so far this season, a strong petition for the coveted Golden Boot award. Shaw previously won a Golden Boot during her stint with France's first division outfit, Bordeaux, after scoring 22 goals in her second and final season with the club. The Reggae girl recently signed a contract extension with Nike and has also held a brand partnership with Kentucky Fried Chicken in Jamaica since last year. Chicken laws. So my question is, people, do you think that Bunny Shaw are the best Jamaican footballer in her sports? I'm talking about woman sports, of course. So let me know what I want, what I want, because it appears that Bunny Shaw is the face of Jamaican football. Me not see nobody out there do what she do. The rest of them, yeah, once in a while Sterling hot up a thing. But come on, Bunny Shaw, 2 times now she have in her short career. This is 26 goals in 22 matches. Unbelievable, simple, amazing. Leave your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you say. Is she the best Jamaican woman player ever? Or is she the best Jamaican baller you could think of? Because right now it appears that she's the face of Jamaican football. Khadijah Bunny Shaw is on her way. It appears that she has broken the Man City single season record because she's now the highest scorer in a single season across all competition. Because them just dust out Brinton at the Broadfield Stadium in Crawley in the United Kingdom. Big up all my English family and friends them pan the YouTube here. Yagante. Yeah, Stefan, Gary, big up yourself, Jenna. Yeah, me know, say, you tuned in. Thank you for all the support. Jane, all of the families and friends them were tuned in. Yeah. More life and more joy. See it, but look down here, so I'm going to see you up there, sir. Stefan, Zane, big up yourself, my families and friends. Give thanks for all of your comments. Thanks for all of your sharing and likes. Big up all of the people them up in the Bronx. Give thanks. The people them in Florida. Yeah. Jamaica. Me talk about Spanish Town, Portmore, area, Kingston, St. Elizabeth, Galdeville. Yeah, big up on yourself. Deep side, Lauderhill, South Florida. Yeah, more life and more joy and more happiness. You know, it's Rastafari soldier. Yeah. Your favorite Rastaman on the YouTube wanted to touch on another topic, and I do not want you for going nowhere. So this topic right here that I'm touching on is an international vibes in, because it appears that in the United States the banks them a crash. Whole heap of money coming out of the stash. Now, because it appears that the President of the United States I guarantee people say them money safe. But guess what? I don't want you to take the bet. Because I man, I got reason about this and tell you about the money state. Because as the United States catch a temperature, Jamaica is going to catch a fever. A full fever. Me not talk about a cold, I just a little temperature. Because as you hear, I don't know if you're hearing what's going on. I'm not swearing about what's going on. 2 big banks crash in a foreign. Money gone. as President Joe Biden has insisted that the system was saved after a second and a third, the second and the third largest bank fail in national history happened in 48 hours. Panic. The people them panic. Cause them say, God damn it, I need my money, and them panic. So bulletins are out. And it's unfortunate that this is going on because these things are planned. And that is what I want to talk about. Now, as the government reassure the United States banker said the bank system safe, it doesn't appears that the people them care about that. The people them appears to want the money. So guess what? The people them running into the bank and I draw out the money. A two bank gone under. You are going to, one of them is called Signature Bank. And the other one, what them say gone under, I must say SVL or something like that. SV Bank. Yeah, SV Bank. And the SV Bank is the Silicon Valley Bank. And those banks are so big, them can't go under. I lie them I tell. I'm gonna let you know what's going on. Cause New York, United States President Joe Biden insisted Monday that the national bank system was safe, seeking to project the claim after the collapse of two banks stirred fear and brought an upheaval on the promotion of regulation offering emergency loan to the bank to stave off the additional failure. Your deposit will be there when you need them, Biden said. Despite of the message from the White House, investors continue to dump shares in the bank stock. Shares of the First Republic Bank plunged more than 70%, even after the bank said that it was accessing emergency funding from the Federal Reserve, as well as additional funds from JP Morgan Chase. U.S. regulators closed the Silicon Valley Bank on Fridays as depositors rushed to withdraw their funds all at once. It was the second largest bank failure in the U.S. history, beyond only in 2008 failure in Washington Mutual. New-based Signature Bank also collapsed in the third largest failure in the history. Speaking from the White House shortly. Listen, before the trip to West Coast, the president said that he's seeking to hold those responsible accountable are peer talking because they are the one that's accountable and responsible, and the press for better oversight and regulation of large bank. He promised that no loss would be borne by taxpayers. We must get the full accounting of what happens, he said. Americans can have confidence that the banking system is safe. Biden also said that the management of the bank should be fired. If the bank is taken over by FDIC, the people running the bank should not work there anymore, he said, referring to the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation and agents' responsibility to ensure that the stability of the bank system. Now, Michael Berry, a teacher who was a Silicon Valley banker, on Monday said members of the FDIC bank employee were available to answer questions. Berry, who also ran an off-school program of children, wanted to make sure that her 4 employees were paid. She said she was told that all checks from Friday would be honored only with her automatic payment. Berry left enough in our account to cover the payment, but she transferred the bulk of the money over to another bank. She said Biden's reassurance was helpful. I'm from South Africa. Chances are, if this happened in South Africa, nobody would insure your money, she said. International regulation also had to step in to ease investors' fear. The Bank of England and UK Treasury said that had facilitated the sale of the Silicon Valley subsidiary in London to HSBC, Europe's biggest bank. The deal projected to be 6.7 billion and 8.1 billion pound of deposit. Under the plan announced by US regulators, depositors at Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, including those whose holding exceeded $250,000 insured limit, will be able to accept their money on Monday. Under a new Fed program, this is not federal government, Federal Reserve program, banks can deposit those securities as collaterals and borrow from the emergency facility. Okay, the treasurer has set aside $25 billion to offset their loss incurred. Fed officials said, however, that they do not expect to have to use any of the money, given that the securities posed as collateral have a very low risk of default. You hear them people here? A thief another $25 billion out of poor people pocket. New York bank regulators took possession of the Signature Bank. You hear that? New York bank regulators took possession of the Signature Bank. So HSBC and take away the next one. And me I talk about a whole heap of money. But 80% of them people here have over $250,000 in them bank. Them have whole heap of money in this bank. Okay? Ousting its leader. Okay, so New York bankers regulators took possession of the bank, ousting its leader, handing day-to-day control over to the FDIC as part of a move to which the federal government agreed to guarantee full deposit, even those over $250,000. You hear that? So the federal government is guaranteeing this money, which these people are people who invested in high risk things, and once couple of them take out their money, the bank start dropping. And then pull out the money for purpose to drop them money. The New York government, Katie Hochul, described that the decision by the State Department of Finance Service and amid the hold of a big crisis involving more banks. Or our view was to make sure that the entire banking community here in New York was stable, that we can project claim, Hochul said in a news conference Monday. She said a high volume of withdrawals that began last week continued with online transactions throughout the weekend. The bank was open Monday under the name of Signature Bank. So you see, there are certain people that are rich that are causing this on purpose. They're tanking the money on purpose. They're taking out the currency on purpose. Signature, which was found more than 2 decades ago, was about 40 offices across the country and say it focused on banking for privately owned business, their owners, and senior management. So you see, a big money there here, sir. Though Sunday step marked the most extensive government intervention in the banking system since 2018 financial crash. Who was in power then? Democrats. The action were relatively limited compared to 15 years ago. Who was in power then? The two failure banks themselves have been rescued and taxpayer money has been provided to help them. Some prominent Silicon Valley executives fear that the Washington did not rescue the failed bank because consumer would make a run on the financial institute in the coming days. Stock price plunged over the last few days. Other banks that cater to technology company such as First Republic, right, and PacWest Bank, among the bank's customers are the range of companies including many Californian banks that rely on Silicon Valley for loan and technology startup devoted to contributed climate change. You hear that? Startup, it says, among banks consumers that are range company including many California wineries that rely on Silicon Valley loans and technology startups that are devoted to combating climate change. So them slide that in there now, which I can make it look like say rare. Like say it's all that important. Listen to my family and friends. You see up here, so what you see me up on the screen? US CBD. Joe Biden just signed in about 2 days ago to make the US digital currency. So the manual money where them have, the paper money, is going to get devalued. And they're doing a lot of these things purposefully. They're making the SBF crash the crypto coin. And next one right after crash, now you have the bank crashing. So they're gonna make it look like say it's safer for them to take control of the money. So Joe Biden just signed in what they call a CBDC. It's a central bank digital currency. And that is what this is all about. When Europeans come up with nefarious ideas, because these things can't be come up by one person. And when you talk about these kind of things, they say you are a conspiracist. And that's the best mind to have, is a conspiratorial mind. That means that you're thinking about how they're doing their crime from different angle. And one of them is true, because if you can think it in your mind, it's possible. So what they're doing right now is to basically digitize all of the money. And each of the money now, money can be programmed. And the money can become now a tracking thing for you, because right now Susan Zerboff already told us that the economy has changed from capitalism to surveillance capitalism. Everyone is monetized right now. Everyone is monetized. That's why they are so in a hurry to give everybody a phone. 3, 4, 5 phone. Because when you get the phone, that's an actual IP that follows you. Software's on your phone telling your habits. They tell you to set up your preference. So it's telling you, you're picking how you want to be targeted. So here we have digital currency. Once the government control the money, and the money can be programmed, meaning that your money can be programmed to buy only certain things. Your money can be programmed to, can be turned off actually. Can be seized. Your account can be seized. And that is what is going on. And believe it or not, when these things are actually in full effect, the people that are signing them in now will be long gone. And that is the way that Rome continue its manipulation and its firm grip. They use the current administration to sign in policies that would affect you 10, 15, 20 years later. And then when they're removed now and those policies get enforced by the next administration, they are gone. Laughing, canoeing on their boat, sucking on some little, straws out of a coconut on Hawaii or something. But that is what's going on right now. The United States, China, and all these top governments, what they're signing in, they're bringing in what they call a CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. And in order to be able to participate in that financial realm, meaning that in order to have money, to have the digital currency, you're going to need a digital ID. And the digital ID is basically your lifeline. Because once you have a digital ID and you need money, your digital ID will identify you wherever you are. And by that digital ID, you'll be able to be tracked. Just like how they're doing everyone that have a phone now. Because everyone that has a phone have a COVID trace software on it that we have forgotten about, because they make sure they update you with the new biometrics phone now. That you can, as soon as you click on an app, the microphone come on. You have to turn the microphone off on all your app. And even if your phone is put down and you're not using none of the app, these new phones listen to you. So basically what they're doing is they're creating a financial system that is a software, that is an AI, that is an artificial intelligence that can be programmed to not work When you have your money in your hand, you have a hand in the game. When it's a software, you have to bow to master. You have to listen. If he say don't go out there and you get some money, that's how you're going to do it. And even if you have your money on your card or whatever they're going to call it in your digital wallet, because they're making it sound like it's all so great, they could turn it off for whatever reason. If you don't comply with whatever their policy is. Y'all guarantee what I'm saying. So this is what's going on. When you see banks or high events happen, it doesn't happen accidentally. It's the oligarchs that you hear Joe Biden talking about, that most oligarchs has been documented to live in America. And they are Democrats. You don't think that Republicans are rich like Democrats. Democrats are the richer side of the government. So when you see they come in and they're putting in these policies, there's nefarious reasons behind them. If you notice, when they want to put in a policy for Asians, Asians get into all kind of stuff on TV. When they want to put in a policy for homosexuals, homosexuals are in all kind of stuff, and then they just cut. They just quit. When they want to put in surveillance issue, they put people out to protest to make people believe that. So you all understand, they're coming in with all kind of digital conversion. This is what Joe Biden's been talking about, the new liberal order. Him just put liberal in there so you don't know he's talking about the new world order. Because that's what European does. Control. And this is another level of control. And hey, some people want to be controlled and need to be controlled. So there you go. There is, Joe Biden telling you that they're going to cover the money. Now, when they cover all of that money and they give you back in digital currency, or they come with a different thing and say, okay, you need to do it like this because it's more secure, you're going to lick it up like a lap dog. So here we are reporting, ladies and gentlemen, two major banks, two of the biggest crash since Democrats were in power again, within 48 hours. And the government is going to pay back these multi-millionaires off the back of the poor people tax money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari soldier of Deep Roots TV. That wanna get me real hot. But hey, the reason why I'm reporting about this, as America cough and sneeze, Jamaica catch a cold. So when you use sleep amount debt, America at the sleep and Jamaica will get the debt. Look, at the same thing Jamaica come with, digital money. You think it's funny? So when you do certain things out there criminally and things that them can't find you, here come your real shackles. The digital currency, the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. And a long time was the man I want, and I know now that we still not gonna listen what me I say. Gonna sit down and allow these nefarious people, these sick psychopaths, to create a currency where you have to rely on artificial intelligence to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, no wake up yet? No still sleep? Alright, I'm Rastafari soldier, ladies and gentlemen, Deep Roots TV. I think that's enough. We can take a sleep. Hit that red subscribe button. Leave your comment. More life, more joy, more happiness. Fire key to the world. Tell every little boys and girls.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy like them and who roll the thunder. The pool flashy like them and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them well them fret and kill, look how much them put under. How much of the youth them well them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon the proofs full of say you can't turn ya. Fire key, Rastaman and a real fire key. Whoa, fire key, Rastafari soldier and fire key. Yeah, bang bang, I can't wait.
Pick up Deep Roots TV. Respect, make sure you tune in the year every time.